Chapter 9, Mishnah 5. This Mishnah discusses the time of biur for different spice species that were picked together. If someone pickled 3 types of vegetables in a single barrel of vinegar or salt water, and each type absorbed the flavor of the other 2 types, Rabbi Eliezer says we may eat the vegetables only on account of the first species to reach its time of biur. As soon as one of the species in the barrel reaches its biur deadline, all the vegetables in the barrel require biur, because they contain the flavor of that forbidden species. The next Tana disagrees, but Rabbi Yeshua says we may eat all the vegetables even on account of the last species to reach its time of biur. Even if 2 of the species have passed their biur deadlines, we continue to eat them because of the single species that has not yet reached its deadline. Since the first 2 species have absorbed the flavor from the third species, which is still permitted, they too are permitted. A third opinion. Rabban Gamliel says, when one of the species has disappeared from the field, one removes that species from the barrel and performs biur with it, since its time of biur has arrived. But we may continue eating the other 2 species whose biur has not yet arrived. According to this Tana, each species is treated as a separate entity, despite the fact that it absorbed flavor from the other 2 species. The Mishnah adds, and the halacha follows the opinion of Rabban Gamliel, a fourth opinion. Rabbi Shimon says all species of vegetables are treated as one with regard to biur. There is no obligation to remove vegetables from the house as long as vegetables of any species are available in the fields. Thus, even if all 3 of the species in the barrel have disappeared from the fields, one may continue to eat all 3, as long as some other type of vegetable is still available. The Medrash now deals with a vegetable called purslane, which survives for a long time. It is hard to tell when purslane is no longer available to wild animals, because even after it has disappeared from open areas, it might still be growing in hidden areas. Therefore, the Mishnah gives a sign by which to determine that purslane has completely disappeared. We may continue to eat purslane until the time that artichokes disappear from the valley of Beis Netofa, which is an exceptionally well-watered area, where artichokes last for a long time. Once even the artichokes of Beis Netofa have dried up, it must be assumed that all purslane has disappeared from the fields and thus requires biur.